Nagasaki, we drop thotties and crash moppies. Those tsunamis on fried zombies who owe too swampy.
Hello everyone, I'm here with Eli Stevens, also known as Huey Jefferson, who's just released a new album on Spotify and SoundCloud and all that. He'll let you know. It's called This Boy?
The Boy. It's called
Boy.
The Boy.
My
the
bad.
Boy.
The Boy.
You're good.
All right, so let's get right into this. All right. So how long have you been making music for, Eli?
Well, first, thank you for having me. It's cool to do this interview.
Thank you for coming on.
I've been making music. Well, it started out with freshman year. I was doing rap battles at a PE time. It was the football period, and some white kids just wanted a rap battle. So I was like, all right, what's good? And then I've been writing rap since the 5th grade. So like rap battling just kind of been easy for me. So like after I was like doing really well rap battling, people were like, yo, you should actually like try like making a mixtape or something. So like sophomore year, I just got a bunch of type beats from the internet and just like spent a bunch of time on FL like making not that good beats. But I didn't like a lot of it, and I was just like, a lot of it's not really usable. So I just kept doing that, and I stuck with it, and I got serious about it around junior year when like I started really making beats, like, because I was just bored. And then I put out my first real project just January of this year. It's an instrumental album. It's called Rough Cuts Volume 1 Soul. So yeah, I started seriously making music around January of this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome to hear. And who would you say that your biggest influences are?
I want to say, well, musically, Earl Sweatshirt for sure. He's my favorite rapper. Like, he's kind of like a catalyst, basically, in my music. The way he's honest in his lyrics and the way he sets up his rhyme schemes is very enticing. So I just like the way I try my hardest to recreate it without, biting off too much of his own sound.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Making like my own style.
Trying to make something out of it.
And then I base a lot of my rapping off of like Mos Def and Method Man, because like those are my favorite rappers growing up, and like they're insane. And when it comes to how long and how much people like them, they don't really care too much about that stuff, because like at the end of the day, it's just about bars. So like, yeah. And then my influences for like my production is like Jay Dilla and Madlib, Alchemist, Eric the Architect. Like I have a bunch of people that like I hear their beats, and I'm just like, God damn, like that sound lit. So I was like, shit, let me see if I can make something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. And like you said about those bars, lyrics definitely an important thing, especially with your type of music.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. And how did the name Huey Jefferson come about? How did that come to be?
So everybody asks me that, like, who the hell is Huey Jefferson? Yeah. All right, so Huey comes from 3 things. The first being Huey P. Newton, co-founder of the Black Panther Party. Mm-hmm. The second comes from the Boondocks, who he's named after. And then the third comes from Earl Sweatshirt's intro song on his second album, which is Huey. I just really like the song, and then like that album helped me like in a dark time of my life. So I was like, I really like where Huey comes from, like everything that revolves around it. So yeah, I was like, Huey, like that's dope. And then Jefferson comes from me growing up on Jefferson Street majority of my life, where I lived with my grandma after I moved.
All right, that's a great origin story for that name. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so Huey Jefferson.
Yeah, and how long has it taken you to make your latest album, The Boy?
Well,
yeah.
It was something.
Yeah, that was something. Pat'll tell you that. I started making this. I made the first beat with my older brother Nick. He produced he entirely produced the first song off my album. But yeah, no, he did some lit shit. That's my nigga. Shout out Nick. We did that like November of 2018.
Oh, so it's been a while.
Yeah. And then
when did we start recording? Probably like
we started recording. I want to say
September.
Like September, yeah.
That's where we started recording.
So it's been like a year, full year cycle.
We started recording September of this year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like the beats, like the first beat was made in November 2018, and then afterwards, kind of just from there, spaced out.
Building it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, yeah. And what are some of your favorite moments on your album? Because there's a lot of different things going on, a lot of different changes, transitions, and I'm sure there's something that really sticks out to you.
Some of the things that stick out to me a lot is like Black Star. I have at the end an interview from Black Star, which is the duo of Mos Def and Talib Kweli. Mm-hmm. I listened to a lot of them growing up, and they taught me, like, don't be whack, don't be a sellout, just stay true to yourself, because the moment you sell out, you're no longer you. So, like, I just basically put something that, like, really sticks out to me.
Yeah.
In that part of the album. And then I just thought it was dope because it's like that's kind of what I want my album to represent, what they're saying. And they basically say, you know, like, we see a lot of people play themselves because they try to be something they're not. Just stick true to yourself and be real, and you'll be good. So
you can definitely pick up that tone in the album.
Yeah.
Very raw, very good album.
Yeah. And then another one of my favorite moments is the end of We Got a Problem, where I go, and we back though, and then the drums fade out, and then it goes right into Panera with the chopped up sample starting. So that's probably my favorite moment, because like when I was mixing the album and I was putting all the tracks together, I did that, and I remember I paused my laptop. I was like, God damn, like that was hard. And I like listened to that transition like 4 more times. I was like, yo, like that's definitely like, yeah. So like I remember that moment.
That's nice. And kind of follow up on that, what would you say, which song was your favorite out of all of them?
To make... Damn, that's a hard one. That's a really hard question.
Like picking a favorite straw.
Yeah.
A
All
lot
right.
of good songs, I'm sure.
I want to say my favorite bars is Legacy, because with Legacy, I just kind of rap my ass off. But my favorite overall song is probably the outro, because I wrote that about my ex when I was sad as shit. And, like after I made the song, I was just like, all right, like I kind of felt a lot better. So like that's one thing I really like about my music. It's therapeutic in a way. Like it gets a lot, like, because I'm honest with my stuff. So like everything you hear in my music is like not a lie.
Music's art, right? It's expression, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like making that song was like, yeah, that's why it's my favorite song.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. And what would you say your goals with this project?
To show people that I'm not a rapper, I'm an MC. Because there's a lot of people in Carlsbad, like Lil Hayes or Gavin, who be straight, they be rappers, and like I'm not trying to diss them, but it's like I don't want to be associated with the type of music they make, because it's not like hip hop. Like you do your research, you find that hip hop was about, like, I'm not gonna say strictly about, but I mean it started with the bars. Like,
yeah.
And then that progressed to more and more and more, and that's what made it what it is and what made it so big, that you can hear the pain and the expression through a genre. It's like, damn, like I took that as a little kid, and I was like, no matter what, I just want to show people that I can like truly rap. Like I'm hip hop. Like I can rap, but I'm not a rapper, you know?
Yeah, your music definitely gives a different sense of rap than what a lot of people nowadays would expect from hearing that word. You know, it's something a bit more classic.
Yeah, because like Lil Pump is a rapper, and like I'm not, like, Lil Pump's richer than me, so I mean, by all means keep doing you, but I mean, like, that's not real hip hop. Like,
yeah,
in my opinion. So like I'm out, exactly. So I'm out. It's pop. I'm out here trying to make hip hop. I'm trying to show people that like I'm not about the money. I'm not about, you know, all the BS that comes with hip hop. I'm just strictly about like if you got bars or not, you know. So
yeah, I feel. And outside of the music, just or in this whole time doing all this project, making Huey Jefferson what it has been today, what's been probably a couple of your favorite moments building this all together?
So many, dang. Well, like I said, I put out my first project back in January of this year, and I just been trying to release as much music as possible while still like.
First vocal project was June, right? Why So Fucking Loud?
No, I had Queen before that.
Oh,
I had the Queen EP that I released on 420. Yeah, my first, my first my first like actual lyrical project I put out on 420. That was a really cool moment because, like, I was just like, all right, this is gonna be the first thing I show people like that I can like rap. So I was like, I gotta make a really good first impression. So, like, having people like, not everybody listened to it, but the people that did told me like, yo, you got bars. Like, you're not just another SoundCloud rapper. Like, you can really spit.
That shit's still underplayed, too.
Yeah, that shit's still underplayed. I'm gonna keep it real.
My favorite songs are on Queen.
Yeah, like White Crest Vision.
White Crest Vision is amazing.
Bro, like, when I did that at the Monster Mash, that was the first thing I performed. Like, niggas were like, damn, like, this man can rap.
For real.
Like,
That song was sick.
Thank you. So, that was, like, one of my favorite moments, releasing that project. Why You So Fucking Loud with Jules.
That was fun. That was the summertime. That was pretty much our last summer of our childhood.
Yeah, so we graduated. I was working in the summer. Julius was just playing water polo and working on a lot of music. Julius is the other guy in our group B4. Shout out Jules. I wish he was here so bad. I love and miss him.
Not only one of the greatest musicians I know, one of the greatest people I know.
Yeah, legit. He's one of the two people I say like that I personally know who's a better producer than me, which is me being braggy, but like, I mean, it's either you the best or you not. So
yeah.
But yeah, shout out Jules.
Look for Jules.
Yeah, making that project, Why You So Fucking Loud with him was just super fun because he did all the production. Just like the vibes you get like when you're making a project and like you guys have like like little moments and stuff, like it was just awesome. Like
the summer mornings, getting stoned in the bathroom.
Yeah, no, literally. Oh my gosh, wake up at like 6:30 in the morning,
walk
like
over to his house,
get stoned, eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, and then it's like 9 o'clock, and then it's like, all right, it's time to work.
Set for the day.
Yeah, and then we just work on music for like hours on end, and then that's how we got the project Why You So Fucking Loud.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and then that's like one of my favorite projects because like it's not a rappy project, like it's not a lyrical project, but it's still like really raw and really like authentic. That's why I like so much about it, and it's really different. Like if you don't like the boom bap old school rap, like you can listen to that. So like. Yeah.
Nice. And kind of following into this, I'm sure Jules is on this list, but who's some people close to you that's really been a big influence on you in this project and with what you've been doing?
My mom. My mom's taught me like no matter what you do in life, you're gonna have to work hard for it. Like my mom taught me that at a really young age, and she's one of the strongest people I know. Shout out my mom. She's like the whole reason I do this. All the boys like Patrick, Julius, Donnell, LJ, Gavin, like all of them, when we're together, and my nigga Jeremiah. I gotta shout out Jeremiah. I love Jeremiah to death, but like all of those, I've grown up with all of these people, so.
I feel like this is some pretentious ass shit to say, but I truly believe that we like all exist on a plane that nobody else, like we all just like have a bond that nobody else.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like
it's wild.
They're cool. Literally like my mom considers them all my brothers. Like they're my brothers. So they've all influenced me a lot. Just being there for me, like when I need them most, giving me feedback and input on my music and stuff. Like legit, like you can ask Pat, when I started out doing this music shit, when I made an ass track, they would tell me, they would be like, yo, nah, that was ass. Like you need to do something back. Like I cut like
though, right?
like I can show you the original version of my album. I cut like mass songs just because it was like, I felt as it was oversaturated.
I feel like that's a big part of being a musician too, is you got to be able to take criticism.
Yeah,
Definitely.
legit. Hey, if people don't like your album, so what?
Yeah,
There's people out there that will. Like quit being a little bitch. Like, think about
You
it.
just have to find your people, right?
I love Earl Sweatshirt. It's my favorite rapper. I don't love every Earl Sweatshirt song. Like, it happens. Like, accept it and move past it. People really need to learn that. If someone doesn't like your album, you need to understand why, and then go from there instead of just throwing a little hissy fit and being mad about it. Like, what is being mad about it and doing nothing about it gonna do for you?
Yeah.
Like, other than like, all right, I'm gonna take your criticism and I'm gonna run with that. It's like, but last influence, my older brother Nick, he's one of my biggest influences musically because like not only like as an older brother does he hold it down, but he's always pushed me to do better because he started out with making beats on FL Studios. And I was just like, I remember being like, damn, like you made that? That is raw. Like that was really good. And then he gave me his own laptop with FL Studios on it. And then I was like, Nick can make something really, really good. Like, why can't I? And then like I remember showing him like one of my first beats. He's like, that's all right. Like, it's decent. I thought it was really good. So I was like, nah, screw that. I'm going to go make a better beat. So then him doing that, like, kind of just made me better and better and, like, gave me drive, you know?
Yeah,
so,
pushed you to do something
exactly.
more. Yeah, definitely.
And then Man's just, like, influenced my music a lot growing up. Like, put me on the Earl Sweatshirt back in 2009 when his mixtape Kitchen Cutlery came out under Sly Tendencies. Like, bro, I was a little fifth grader listening to that. Shit was gnarly. Should not have listened to that, honestly. Fifth grade listening to Bastard by Tyler, the Creator, and like Cul-de-sac by Childish Gambino. Yeah, like he just influenced me a lot. So shout out my brother.
Yeah, coming up with good music at a young age, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like he put me on a pro era and like all of the Beast Coast movement when they were popping. And I remember hearing Illuminati with capital Steez by Joey Badass for the first times off his 1999 mixtape. Bro, them niggas brought the bars, bro. Like, shout out Joey Badass, too, because, like, him doing what he's doing now makes it easier for artists like me because, like, him being lyrical and being like, you don't have to be on that trap BS. Even though he doesn't denounce it, but you don't have to be on that trap BS to make it. So, like, shout out Joey Badass.
Oh, yeah. Well, my last question I have for you is, what do you have out? What music do you have out? And where could people find your music?
I have a SoundCloud that has all of my music on it. I am on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube and like Deezer, even though no one uses Deezer, but I'm like on Pandora. I'm on every streaming service. So like all I ask, like, legit listen to my album if you have some free time and you're looking for new music. Just because, I mean, any feedback helps. Like, tell me what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Tell me what I can do better, or tell me, like, what I shouldn't do or whatever. Just tell me something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good feedback. Well, I highly suggest that you give his new album a listen. I listened to it today again. Fantastic album. One of my favorite releases of this year.
What's your favorite song?
I don't have it memorized, but you have like these like turntable scratches in the beginning.
Oh, Black Star.
Yeah, Black Star. Yeah, that song kicks ass. That is such a good song.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I made that beat at like 3 a.m. with Saul or Fallbrook in his cold ass garage. Bro, I didn't like it. I mean, it was fun that we made the beat, but there were spiders and shit. It was not lit. It was not lit. But I remember after we made the beat, we're like, yo, people are gonna like this, and that's hype. So then I wrote the bars for it, and yeah, I was surprised it came out better than I expected.
Yeah,
which
it
is
was
kind of cool because
really
like
fire.
you being a musician, like you know how that is. Like when you make
Oh,
a
yeah.
song and you're just like, whoa, I made this. Like,
Oh yeah, that's a good feeling.
yeah.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, all of them are really good, and like he said, it's on everything, so you have no excuse not to check
And
it out.
YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. I mean,
Legit.
shit.
Yeah, production from handled mainly by myself, but with additional help from my older brother Zeke Ultra. Shout out Rhapsody 3K, that's my nigga. Saul, and then Donnell and Pat did the audio engineering.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are that's literally every single person that contributed to this project. So.
Well,
I got an executive producer credit.
And he did, yeah, you did get executive producer,
For the
but
fuck of it, you know.
I know. I'm throwing
I
a
recorded it in
couple
this
there.
nigga's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I warmed up a lot of my ramen in his microwave, so
Ramen feels rap.
Hell yeah.
that's facts.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for
Yeah,
coming
thanks
on.
for having
Thank
me,
you for
bro.
being on our
It's been
first
lit.
ever artist interview.
Of course, thank you for having
And
me.
we are very much looking forward to working with you in some future projects and getting some shows out here with us and
Hell
all that
yes.
shit we got going
Hell
on
yes.
Magnolia Avenue. And thank you very much for having us in your house.
Of course.
Wait, Ryan.
Yo.
Is Homebase putting on another show in December?
Yes, it is. 1975 Magnolia. You'll find us there this December.
Hey.
Info will be coming soon.
Lit.
Definitely
All
be
right.
looking forward to that. But thank you very much again.
Of course, man. Thanks for having me,
Of
bro.
course, yep.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
Good man.
All right.
You're white, I
And
don't
that's,
think you did.
yeah,
No,
that
what?
wraps it for us.
That's a wrap.